That looks really good.
Yeah.
It's like a quilt.
Well, I mean, not this particular effect, but I mean the.
Are you using your new
great.
thing that you found?
Davey,
Yeah.
we're making eye contact right now. No, keep doing it. Hi, Davey.
Hey, Davey.
Hey, how's it going?
Looking right in the eye.
Oh man, let's get lubed up and do gay stuff.
Yeah. Let's lube it up.
Do you guys use lube when you have sex?
I've never used lube. Do you,
Not for sex.
when you masturbate, this is a thing.
Not for sex. For slip and
I mean,
slide competitions.
When you masturbate,
I've used lube
I
for
like
butt sex.
Oh, you do?
Well,
have,
no, I
have
mean,
you
I
had butt? I've never had butt sex.
I've done it a few
Really?
times with girls.
One time I did it accidentally.
girls.
One time I did it accidentally.
Davey and I. Oh wait, for the girls.
One time I did it accidentally. Like I slipped. Like I just missed and went into the wrong place.
Oh yeah, that happens.
And she was just like, ah! And I was so apologetic after that.
You go, I'm sorry.
Yeah. And totally ended. I was just like, I'm horny right now because
I did that
of
one
this
time on
situation.
accident too. I was just trying to have a conversation with Davey. Put it in his rear end.
Put it in the old caboose.
Yeah.
How loose is your caboose?
Well, technically, Randy would have been the caboose, and I was the rest of the train.
it's really confusing.
It's a really confusing metaphor because the caboose is the thing fucking the rest of the train.
Yeah.
The caboose is literally the thing butt fucking the train.
The caboose is the top. Really.
It'd have to be a three-way train is what we'd call it, right? Of people. It'd have to be a human centipede of people for the caboose.
Just to clarify, I'm not like into butt sex though. I've just done it a few times.
I've never.
Just when like the girl wanted, like some girls like it.
yeah,
Yeah.
just when like the girl on Craigslist is requesting it.
Do you ever know girls who thought that having butt sex meant that you could keep your virginity? There were people in
Yeah.
Mormons.
college. Mormons.
That's that a Mormon thing?
It's like, that's why there's a little tiny hole in
Mormons
their
invented
Mormon
butt
underwear.
sex.
Yeah.
They can't be mad at gay people. They invented it.
Founder of El Pollo Loco.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
They're fucking hypocrites then.
Yeah.
Because clearly they don't like Mexicans. No, wait, isn't that something that's happening where like the Church of Mormon Tabernacles? I don't know.
The Mormon
anything.
Tabernacle
Excuse me.
Choir
Can
is coming
you guys
after.
not listen to anything I have to say because it's not real.
Church of Mormon.
The Mormon Tabernacle
Butt-
Church of School
sex.
Is doing what?
is they're fucking a bunch of gay dudes.
Oh, are they?
They're
No.
again. Well, they were a big supporter of Prop 8, and so was like, yeah, The Mormon Church was like a huge supporter of the Prop 8 that was against gay marriage in California.
The Church of
El Pollo Loco.
The Mormon Church had to take a
Chick-fil-A.
stand against immigration because there are more Latino Mormons than there are white Mormons anymore.
Are there?
Something like that.
Is that the thing?
Nah, probably not.
I found that the gayest people are Latino gay people. Like they're very, very out. They're very like woo. They're very like
So let me just,
stereotypical,
like,
Paris is Burning, that documentary. They're very like voguing sort of gay people.
So
like,
the gayest people are Latinos. How you feel about black people, Davey?
Oh man, they're lovers.
Ladybugs.
They're ladybugs.
We're really accomplishing a lot. You eat all those Laffy Taffies?
Go get some more. There's
No,
more in the bowl.
you're gonna get a
some more.
bellyache, young man.
Get
you're
some
gonna
more,
get a,
Davey.
You're
You
gonna
know
get a
you want
bellyache, young man.
I think we should go to Coco's.
Not yet. Let's hang out for 15 more minutes.
I would vomit every Halloween. I would get a really bad migraine and I would vomit.
From eating candy.
It's because my mom thought I was allergic to like caffeine because chocolate has caffeine.
Yeah.
And I used to get lots and lots of migraines.
It just wasn't milk. It wasn't.
No.
Dairy?
Well, I've gotten to the bottom of it. It's actual chocolate. It's not. It's like chocolate, not caffeine. Because I drink coffee every day. I don't get migraines from it.
Yeah.
But if I do kind of eat too much chocolate, I'll start to get a migraine.
Ah.
And but my mom was like experimenting with me as far as like on Halloween. She's like, eat as much candy as you can tonight, and I want to see if you get a migraine. And then it would just be like me vomiting and having a migraine. I had like prescription medicine for migraines when I was a kid because I ate too much chocolate apparently.
The only migraine I ever had, I went to the.
You had one?
Yeah, I had one when I was in 8th grade, and I went to the doctor, and it just turned out to be a little shard of metal stuck in my eye. That was shard of metal stuck in my eye that was reflecting light into my eye intensely.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah, it's a good story.
I used migraines as an excuse to get out of work from this cabinet shop.
My girlfriend uses migraines to get out of having sex with me.
I don't know why. Somebody was telling me about migraines and how debilitating they were.
They can be, yeah.
You get them really bad. And I just hated this job and used that. Like, I was like, well, I'm just going to say I have a migraine.
Yeah, you can't argue. You can't say you're on your period.
I can't. No.
It doesn't work.
You try. I don't know why you haven't tried.
I invented, like, my own period. Like, whenever I needed it. Oh, got another migraine, boss.
Yeah. I lied.
Sorry.
The cook. I was a cook at a gay bar, and I worked there for 2 years. And
we know.
I know, but my last week at that job, I called in sick twice, lying because I was so tired of that job. And then we had the Tomorrow Show 3-year anniversary, and I got completely wasted at it, and I had to work the next day in the morning, and I vomited all night. And I woke up and I was like, I have to go. I fake called in sick twice this week. I'm going to get fucking fired. And so I went. I literally puked on the way there in the car. Like, I was holding a bucket. And I remember seeing the cars next to me and looking at them and just keeping my eyes on the road straight, but vomiting down into a bucket. like twice I had to pull over and vomit, but yet I still puked in the car. And then I got to work and I just kept puking. At work, I was trying to cook food for gay people and just vomiting. And then I had to call my boss and be like, sorry, man, I have to go home. And he was so mad. And then I had the next day off. And then the day after that, I had a job interview. And I got the job and I quit. So actually, my last day at that job was me puking, sitting on the stairs while Carlos, the Mexican dishwasher, was like, don't worry, man, it happens. And I was like, yeah, I just can't stop puking.
You had a lot of good Carlos stories.
Carlos is the best.
He used to drive him home occasionally.
I would catch Carlos sleeping on the roof. I took pictures of him.
Of the bar?
He would climb up to the roof. He'd say he was I'm checking the swamp cooler. And he would sleep for 2 hours on a piece of cardboard.
About that.
And I would one time I went up there and I started throwing water balloons at him, trying to wake him up, and then he came back down. He's like, hey man, and I finally was like, don't sleep on the roof anymore, you're gonna get me fired because I don't want to turn you in. And then he's like, no, me, no. And I was like, I have a picture. And he's like, oh, I just lay down for a second. And I was like, yeah, and I happened to take a picture of it. He slept all day long. It wasn't helping stereotypes in my mind,
I used to I ended up hating a lot of service industry jobs, if I ever have to work them. My first job here was ArcLight Cinemas, nice. Which, if anybody, I helped
if anybody wants to pay $15 to see a matinee of
yeah, but the thing is, they personalize it by having a guy come out and introduce the whole thing, and I was on the committee that created the kind of things that people would say before movies. They have an usher come out and be like, welcome to ArcLight. You're about to see Lost in Translation. I'm very proud to present this presentation. Things. Yeah. And my
Davey
joke
was making it more theatrical.
I tried to, yeah. I was like,
guys, I've been in theater. We need to start a program where
I did summer rep. Yeah.
At the end of the movie, the guy who announces the movie comes out and takes a bow.
But I got.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed that movie I presented to you.
Takes complete fucking.
I would always introduce, because they have to say the names of the people in there, and then kind of some things they've been involved with. I would always be like, I would always give their worst movie that they were ever in as an example, especially for I don't know, Mystic River or something. Yeah. I'd give the worst movies they were in. And
starring Spicoli.
Or you might remember him from I Am Sam.
Yeah, I would say I would say Ich bin Sam. Slightly. For I Am Sam, I would literally say Ich bin Sam.
Why?
Because I saw I Am Sam in Germany with a choir that I toured with, and it was called Ich bin Sam. But when I worked there, I got so I hated the job so much that I started wanting to sleep during the job, and so I would take this this elevator, this like wheelchair elevator that was in one of the theaters. I would raise it halfway so that nobody could get up on top. Not if there was somebody in a wheelchair, of course I would pay attention to that to make sure that they could use it. But I raise it halfway through so that during the movie I would just sleep on the bottom of this.
He would
on the
sleep
floor
between
of this.
floor 1 and floor 2. Like not even an actual floor.
Yeah,
he would just sleep in an elevator
in this
limbo.
wheelchair elevator in limbo. Yeah.
And
Just
if
sleep
someone
through
was
the
like,
whole
"What the
movie.
fuck?" If someone was like, "What the fuck? I want to use this elevator,"
Yeah.
it would start moving, and that would wake him up.
Where's Davey? Oh,
So he'd
he's
be
sleeping.
like, "Oh, hello."
Really?
Yeah.
Would it wake you up a lot?
What? The elevator?
Yeah.
No, because nobody would
Nobody
ever.
used
Because
it.
you use it on like a Monday or something. There's like nobody in the theater,
Like GPS couldn't even find him.
I had
and
a
you
job.
start to get a kick out of kicking celebrities out for being rude or for going there late.
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage was not one of them. The Olsen twins, I had to move from a certain
Really?
seat because they were taking up a seat. Yeah.
They were taking up a seat.
And Paul McCartney, one time we had to make sure that he sat in the right seat because he was trying to move around the theater. That was pretty awesome.
Oh, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
But I mean, like, what else? Let's.
So you personally told Paul McCartney to get back to his seat?
But I watched the person do it, and I was like,
Yeah, you just bossed Paul McCartney
"It's
around.
just like, you're pretty dumb."
Hey,
How did
Paul
it feel,
McCartney.
How did it feel bossing around someone who doesn't give a shit about you?
who can still continue doing whatever he wants
Whatever
to do.
he did, yeah. Yeah.
I had a job that I slept on a lot. I was a security guard part-time. I had a job at a bank, and I was a security guard on the weekends. And I got fired from the bank, and I kept the security guard job for a while. But it was like in an office building on a Saturday and Sunday. It was Saturday during the day, and then Sunday I had like the late, whatever, 10 till 4 in the morning or something, or 6 in the morning. And so no one was there. Like the office building was closed. You would just buzz people in who were coming to work on the weekend. Make sure homeless guys weren't fucking shitting in this one like area.
They could shit everywhere else, though.
yeah. Guys, there's a designated shitting area.
There's a lawn
200 feet.
that says homeless people shit here.
Well, it was kind of attached. It was in Philadelphia. It was attached to this mall called the Gallery, which is like this kind of underground mall in Center City. And this was at the tail end of it, this ARA Towers. And I was always hungover. I had to be there Saturday morning. I worked with this old black dude. I forget his name. He was fucking... well, he was like the most homophobic. He was like the most racist homophobic dude I ever met.
Really?
And I
A
was
lot
this
of the
goofy-
old, I mean, this is a
Old black guys
generalization.
are crazy,
This
yeah.
is a racist.
This is a racist
generalization.
comment.
But like
A lot
in
of
that
the old-
community, it's very homophobic.
Yeah, it's
The
weird.
DL thing, everybody keeps on.
DL
down low. DL Hughley. Down low Hughley.
But I would tell him, I forget his fucking name, but I'd be like, hey, I'm going to go make the rounds. Because you were supposed to like do some shit, like go and check floor.
And then he was like,
occasionally.
And everyone
and
did
then he
that
was
hand
like-
motion
Yeah,
and
yeah.
rolled their eyes when they said they were going to do it.
And then he's like, "What are you?" And then he was like, "What are you talking about? What are you talking about making the rounds? A big round penis with a big round penis in my
Well, he
butthole? You
would
trying to
use
stick
it-
your penis in my
I-
butthole?
I
Why do you
think-
stick your penis in my butthole?"
I caught it from, I learned it from him pretty much because he did that a few times where he's like, hey, I'm going to go make the rounds. And then he'd be gone for 5 hours, and then come back for lunch and be like, I'm going to go to lunch. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah. Hey, I'm going to go make the rounds. And I'd go, and there was this one vacant floor, but they did like step. That's when like the exercise, the step thing. When,
Oh yeah, you get that little plastic
step
thing.
class.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone bought one of those.
So like they had that on this one floor, and this is kind of gross, like looking back at it. They had they had like bags of fucking towels, dirty towels that people use fucking wiping their sweat off after the
Yeah.
step
but it was
class.
lady sweat.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I assumed too. I
Intimate
was like 20 or
nether
19.
region sweat.
That's kind of how I looked at it. That's how I justified making a nice, comfy little fucking
Nest.
Yeah, like a little, like a pillow of everybody's filthy towels.
You were minging at the time.
minging?
Minging, yeah, sniffing.
No, I wasn't like getting off on.
Okay.
I wasn't
Sleeping.
smelling the towel. I was sleeping. I would go and sleep,
Yeah,
and I'd leave the radio next to my head. So when the guy called me, like that was basically the understood thing is like, hey, I'm going to go make the rounds means I'm going to go fuck off and call me when you want me to stop, you know?
Yeah.
And then you can go fuck off. Like, we take turns fucking off.
It's funny.
And I worked there on Sunday nights, and there was like nobody there. And I had one of those little like black and white fucking TVs. Like I was like a security guard from a movie, you know, like late at night with my feet up watching the Ben Stiller show was on.
Oh, wow.
And in living color, Herman's Head was on in between them. Those nights, I would go up to the roof. It was like 34 floors, I think, or something.
Yeah.
I watched the 4th of July fireworks because like it was right across the river from New Jersey. And when you're up that high, I remember on 4th of July, you could see all these. You could see like a million, well, not a million, but you could see like
All the little-
6 fireworks display.
The different
displays.
regions where they're doing
Yeah.
big.
And then I would also, I filled up one time, I had like this 32-ounce cup that was there. And I filled it up with water, and I went up to the roof. And when people were walking by, like I would dump it and figure, no, but you're so high up, it breaks up, and it's like rain. So like if you timed it right, somebody'd be walking down the street, and they'd just be like, oh. Like they would think it was raining for about, 10, 15 feet of their walk. And then be like, what the fuck?
And then they'd be like, this is Surge.
It was,
The Green Mountain Dew. It's a good reference.
that was a funny reference.
It's good.
No, they
When you
just,
said
I don't know.
32
It's just
cup, I thought you meant like a baseball, like jock strap.
okay, yeah, protective cup.
So I have a 32-ounce dick.
That's when the Jerky Boys, I discovered the Jerky Boys there
Oh,
too. One of the other
yeah.
security guards had the cassette tape that was being passed around like before it was a fucking thing.
CD thing.
I remember a cassette listening to it in like my parents' garage, like someone bringing it over and being like, "What?"
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was like the forbidden filthy thing.
Yeah, and
you
that's
could
how like
listen to.
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler was
that
like
way,
the
too.
forbidden filthy thing that we can
They're
never
all
listen
gonna
to,
laugh
yeah.
at you.
I remember listening
Yeah.
to that at like
was
Boy
great.
Scout camp.
The piece of shit car song, like everybody like, oh yeah.
How many farts and peas?
Yeah. Any of the CDs, people were like, do you remember there was an interview with Norm Macdonald when that movie Dirty Work came out that he was recording a CD. I don't think it ever came out, but it was.
Yeah, I did.
Did it? Norm Macdonald CD where he's doing sketches and stuff
Yeah.
with it? Did
It's
it come
out?
out?
Yeah.
I
It
never
came out
heard
like a while ago.
Did it?
5
Okay.
years. I mean,
We never got it in the middle of the fucking country.
no, it just came out like within the past 5 years.
But it was
Really?
old.
Yeah.
So it had been a while that it was gestating?
I guess so.
Wow.
But he had an album come out
Huh.
semi-recently.
Huh.
Did you listen to him on Marin's podcast?
Yeah, that was pretty amazing.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's so casual.
That that joke that he told that he made it like his assistant tell people. I fucking love that joke.
was that?
I'd
The
heard
joke again?
the one. It's like I forget how it goes. It's like two gay guys. Two gay guys are hanging out, and the one gay guy says to the other one, like, "I have an idea for a game. We can play hide and go seek."
Oh yeah.
And if you, I'll hide, and then if you find me, you can fuck me up the ass. I'll be behind the couch.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
I don't think I did it right.
No,
exactly, but that's basically the.
No, he's very funny.
Yeah, it's very funny.
I really liked how he talked about this is a podcast talking about other podcasts.
podcast.
This isn't a podcast.
A podcast
This is just
review.
casual guys
Casual
talking with
talking.
headphones on.
No, when he said that like that on SNL they were gonna make him host it with a girl, and then they were like, let's ask Steve Martin, and Steve Martin's like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
And like that's the reason that he got to host it by himself.
Yeah.
It's because one guy just didn't give a damn.
One guy was
either
like,
way.
fucking leave me alone.
Yeah. I also like the fact that when he was talking about it, he was like, host with a lady.
A broad.
Gonna have host with a broad. What am I gonna do? Hosting with a broad. Like it seemed like there was a little bit of that old comedy
He
thing.
kind of
of
had.
like-
I heard him in one interview where he was talking about like somebody asked him, do you think women are funny? And like, of course he thinks something. I mean, they're funny, but they asked him, do you think women are funny? And he goes, oh yeah, of course. Like, remember like when you were in high school? And I'm doing like a bad Norm Macdonald. yeah, of course. Yeah. Remember when you were like in high school and And you always saw like a group of people gathered around cracking up. And then you go and you look at the person in the middle of that group, and it's always a chick. It was something like that. Yeah. Secondhand
Lions.
secondhand
pod.
podcast
Starring
This is
Haley
secondhand
Joel
pod.
Osment.
from other people.
Second podcast. Look at that.
That's pretty crazy.
Pretty amazing.
That's pretty good.
Check this. This one's my favorite. Check this out.
Wait, do it where me and Randy should kiss. Because like our... Like do it where
I like how Randy
my ghost-
perked up to compare to.
Wow. I'm so much bigger than you now.
I'm choking you out while you're doing it. I'll choke you out while you do it.
Oh, we suck.
That was pretty good.
No, in like the best way possible.
Yeah.
I gotta go to bed, I think.
No, guys.
Got to go to Coco's.
We all have to work tomorrow.
I have to work at 7:30 tomorrow.
So do I.
A.M.?
Yeah.
Oh.
I have to be somewhere at 10. It's basically the same thing.
I have to be
early.
somewhere at 10.
You have to be at work at 10.
Well, I have to be there
So-
earlier than that, but I should also be there at 10. I can't fucking just leave once I get there.
Yeah.
It's not like one of those jobs where you get to show up
You know,
and
it's
punch
just-
it and take
Yeah,
off.
you don't just like show your face and take off.
I'm here.
Go take a nap on the step Reebok floor.
Yeah.
I was taking a nap on the floor by the espresso machine.
You need an elevator in that place that you work at.
Fuck, man.
Go fucking half.
I had a
floors.
job where I would show up at a donut place at 3 a.m. and I would load this like Asian family's minivan with donuts.
With Asians.
With Asians, and I would just drive.
Just drive around all day.
No,
That was your job. You fill a van with Asians.
it was
To
I
take
don't-
them on
yeah.
an 8-hour
I'm
drive.
not sure how they were making money, but yeah, they paid me. I just delivered donuts to like gas stations and like 7-Elevens. Like this one donut shop supplied all these places with their donuts, and like donuts are cooked so early in the morning, and I would just like load up a minivan and drive donuts places, and I would always be hungover because I was like 3 a.m. and I was like it was my summer job, and, like while I was like summer break from college, and I remember just like driving around. It was a pretty small town in Oregon. No one fucking on the roads, and just me like zoning out and like running red lights and shit, and being like slamming on my brakes because I realized that I had ran a red light, but then finding that I was stopped in the middle of an intersection, and just like donuts like falling everywhere. I sucked so bad at that job. I like my last week there. I remember, I was like I went to the gas station. And there's a few places that you had to like have them pay you cash for the donuts, and the guy was like counting the money that he owed to me, but he kept counting it wrong, and I was like about to throw up. I was like, I kept like swallowing and being like, "Fucking count it right." And then finally, I just like took it out of his hand and went into the parking lot and just like puked for like everyone to see, because by that time the sun had come up, and I was like embarrassed.
How many people were there?
It was at like a car wash gas station, so there was like all the people that work at like the hand car wash looking at me.
Oh.
And not a lot. Well, it's a small town. 13,
The one thing you can
13
do
people.
when you wake up is to go get your car washed.
Yeah,
what
that's
you
the
look
thing.
forward
6
to.
a.m. sun's up. It's time to get your car
It's
washed,
like,
especially in a town that snows
30
a lot.
people in line.
I haven't had my car washed. Actually, this is not funny because it's coming from me, but a couple weeks ago, I was at a friend's house. Jordan, do you know Jordan, Rory's fiance?
Yes.
Chelsea, my girlfriend, and I were over there, and I was like, what did I tweet a year ago today? I'll check. Like, it was like,
How do you check that?
well, I just went back. I just kept going back farther into my tweets, and I
It
saw.
saves that far back?
Yeah, you can go back far.
Oh.
And it was like November 3rd or some shit, and I like went back, and like the only tweet that I did was a joke that I had written because I was getting my car washed. And it was like at this car wash place getting my back massaged by like this, automatic like chair that whatever. I made some stupid joke.
Was that place at Alvarado and Sunset?
No, I can't remember. It was on like Beverly somewhere. But while I waited for my car to get washed, I used this chair. But that's when I realized that it had been exactly a year since I'd had my car washed. Like that was the last time I fucking washed my car. It was a year ago. It made me feel so shitty.
I'm gonna do that. My car needs to be washed. I get it washed, not frequently, but
I do it
once a month.
Once every year and a half.
No, not once a month. There are lapses.
There's
I
that.
don't know.
There's
We're
that.
gonna talk about that.
There's that
If you
one
ever
that's
wanna
off
talk
of-
about that.
There's that one car wash that's off of like Rowena or something that's really good.
Oh, that little drive-through thing.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it's
that's
like,
all right.
Because it's
But
fun.
there's that one at Alvarado and Sunset.
Yeah.
It's $10. They do the inside, they do the windows, and like they do a really good job. It's like
Yeah.
$10. I
Wow.
tip them $5. So
yeah.
15 bucks and your car. Well, because my mom's coming out for Thanksgiving.
Oh,
so I'm like, I have
yeah.
to get the car washed. I'm going to hire a fucking lady to clean my apartment.
Oh.
I thought you were gonna say to be your girlfriend.
I'm going to, well, you let me
Be
finish.
your girlfriend.
I'm going to hire a lady to make believe she's my ex-girlfriend.
Oh, that's better.
Because I've been having my mom lend me a lot of money because I'm
yeah.
like, I'm going through this really horrible breakup.
Yeah.
And I can't write new jokes just yet.
Okay.
Because my mom's always like, why
Feel
don't you
better about
write
myself.
more, like, better material?
Yeah.
Your
And I'm
mom
like, well,
critiques you that way?
Yeah, she's like, I have to.
That
she-
fleshlight joke is really in bad taste, Brendon.
No, she doesn't judge me like that. She's
Oh,
like,
okay.
no, you should, like, say pussy more in that joke. Like, she's like more of a Richard Pryor.
Okay.
My mom's like Richard Pryor.
Your mom is Richard
You
Pryor.
remember? I worked for Richard Pryor's widow right after he died.
What did you do?
Some PA had made the mistake after he died of like, because they were selling merchandise out of his estate at the time, so people were getting the address to his actual place when they were getting these T-shirts from his
Holy
website
shit.
and stuff. So like people would order like a medium shirt or something, and they were all out of certain sizes, and so the assistant after he died was just like, we'll just send them an extra large, and would pack an extra large in there.
Oh.
And the widow got super pissed off and was like, we got to fix this shit. So she hired Kulop Vlysak, who's
Yeah.
Scott Ackerman's wife, to do it. And then like I needed a job, so she hired me for a day to come in. And I was like, she didn't tell me what it was for. I came in and it was Richard Pryor's house. His Mark Twain award was sitting there.
Oh, wow.
She was calling up like Billy Crystal and stuff to do some presentation at the Grammys. It was in honor of Richard Pryor.
Oh, wow.
It was really a strange experience. She was a super tough white broad. She used to be like a country singer that then ended up. She was the one that he was dating
Dolly
when
Parton.
she went to leave him. He came
don't
out
wanna
and
name any
shot.
names,
He
but-
went and shot the tires on her car. Dolly Parton. It was Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Shot the tires?
Sorry. Yeah, he shot the tires out of her off of
Like with a movie camera.
with yeah. He took a.
Oh, yeah, he
it was
shot
a
her
Nikon.
car when he was doing
Yeah,
coke
yeah,
and
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, it was JoJo Dancer. They were filming JoJo Dancer at the time. He shot it for the.
He shot it with a camera.
No, it was like the only reason why she was married to him. It wasn't for romance, is because he felt like he owed it to her that when he died, she should get the estate. And so he was married to her, and he was like, "If you take care," she was like, "I know you don't love me, you don't need to, but if you take care of me, you can have everything." Sad.
Wow.
Sad.
I watched an old Richard
Did she take
Pryor
care of
movie.
his daughter, Ray Don Chao?
Yeah.
Is that his daughter?
I thought that was like a leader of a country or something. I don't know. I don't know fucking anything. Ray Don Chong, that's like Korea. Right?
Yeah.
I guess by how you're laughing, I must
Ray
be
Don
right.
Chong. The leader. Wait, is it North or South Korea?
It was Middle Korea. It
North
was Middle Korea.
North China.
Middle Korea.
Middle Korea. The borderline.
Central.
That 1 mile border.
Central
Sure.
Korea. I watched an old Richard Pryor movie, Netflix instant called Moving.
That's not old. I mean, it's old.
To me, I'm
Yeah, I know.
I'm a young
But that's
buck.
like his last movie. It was like so. That wasn't.
I don't know. I don't have a timeline.
It was like 89, I think.
I don't really know any of his movies.
You ever see him in Lost
moving's
Highway
crazy.
when he's just like at his most infirm, pretty much, and he's in that wheelchair? David Lynch movie.
Dana Carvey's in that movie.
Dana Carvey.
Don't remember that movie. I mean, I know that
Lost
I
Highway.
know I saw it, but I think it was.
He had a brief appearance in it.
I should rent that.
Yeah.
I was a huge David Lynch fan,
Yeah.
but Lost Highway, I think I saw it once and maybe kind of dozed off and never got back around to it.
First time I saw that was on tour with a choir and some girl that I had a super crush on. I know.
How many stories do you have that don't involve
He was on
a
tour with
choir?
that
I was
choir
on tour
for 15
constantly,
years.
Yeah. This
Actually,
girl.
there's a bus outside, the choir bus. Davey has to leave to have another life
I do.
experience.
I'm doing Sancta Civitas at the Civil Auditorium. If you guys can come on, the Civil. It's not the Civic Auditorium. It's the
Civil
Auditorium. We don't do anything to upset anyone. No, this girl that I had a super crush on, like, we were in Denver, and it was going to be our day off the next day, so everyone was staying up like super late, and we were watching Lost Highway in our hotel room, and the girl I had a super big crush on came in and was just like, "Oh, what's this?" And she like jumped into bed with me, like, and I didn't do anything. I was just like, "Whoop, whoop, there you are, just sitting there watching Lost Highway." Wait, yeah,
Yeah.
but
Did you pop a...
No, I don't want a blowjob.
Yeah. He said that to her.
oh, guys, it's a terrible.
No, so
You
you're
guys-
watching Lost Highway. A girl jumps in bed with you.
Yeah.
It's just uncomfortable.
just sitting there hoping that the movie's not gonna freak her out.
You
Like
had
I
to
was just like,
Lay on your stomach from then on.
yeah. I got huge back pain from the wood that I popped that whole night.
Yeah, dude.
I
You're boning.
broke my
boning
boner.
You had to lay on
old-fashioned
that
metal
boner.
spring mattress. Yeah.
I fucked the hell out of that mattress.
So wait, what happened though?
Nothing. We just
Oh.
watched Lost Highway. It was like
You just remember it because it was like...
I just remember it because she was there, and it was like another body in the bed with you, you know. And
Well, I remember-
it's
I
just
remember
like
being
you're
in-
feeling the warmth of her body, like, and you're not even touching. It's like a few inches away from you, and you're just like, oh, what do I? What
You're
do
like
I
the
do?
boy in the
I'm
bubble.
a tremendous idiot when it comes to this because I grew up in so like you probably had. My household was so conservative. It was like inconceivable to me to like touch a person. Like you know, it's amazing that I
Did
broke
your
out of it.
family? Did you guys tell each other you love you? I love you.
Yeah.
Did you
my
guys
family,
hug?
yeah.
Did you kiss your dad on the mouth?
No.
Like
Maybe.
ever?
Maybe.
Yeah.
That happens. Like that.
Really slow.
At a certain
though.
age, you stop kissing your
That
dad on the
happens
mouth, and then he
sometimes
gets
with my
jealous.
No, it's after a certain age I started kissing my dad on the mouth.
Yeah, I started kissing my friends' dads on the mouth at a certain age. In high school, we did it as a joke.
Let's
Did
mix,
you really?
Let's mix it up.
We'd kiss my friend Dan's dad on the mouth. Ron. We'd be. It's funny.
It's the best joke that anyone could ever do at that age.
We were in high school. We'd be at like the high school basketball game. And we'd be like, "Oh, hey, Ron," and just like go up and try to kiss him on the mouth. The first few times he just
It's the
like
best.
when someone puts your lips on their lips on your lips, like
You just go for it, kind
you
of.
kiss, yeah.
You kind of just go for it.
You've been trained to make a kiss noise.
No, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't like if like no.
Oh yeah, never mind.
Well. So wait, how many times did you
I just
actually
remember,
kiss him on his
I just
lips?
remember it being like at like a girls' high school basketball game, and like our friend Dan, his dad walked up, and he was like this little redneck guy, and we're like, "Ron's here," and he's like, "Hey, everybody," and he like walks up and like I remember my friend Kaiser giving him a big hug and just like kissing him on the mouth, and then we all just like give him kisses on the mouth from then on.
Oh my God. That's the best. I wish I would have had the.
But he didn't.
I
like,
wish I
catch
would've had the
on and
balls
be
to
like,
do that.
"Hey, fucking knock it off, guys! I know what you're doing." Like, I mean, how fucking naive do you have to be?
I don't know. He just would laugh because
He's like, "Oh, all these
he saw
high
an
school kids
audience
want to
of
kiss
people.
me on the mouth all of a sudden." Like, fuck you! I know what you're doing.
And then, I don't know. He just saw like an audience of people laughing. So it would be like if he was like, "Fuck you guys," and everyone's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"We're all having a good time."
Yeah. Whoa, calm down, Ron.
He's like, he just started kissing us on the mouth, trying to get the same laugh.
Real
It never
aggressive.
worked.
Yeah, never worked. When I was in college, I had someone follow me because I wanted to. The girl that I ended up being engaged to, like I didn't know how to because I was so nervous about approaching her about my physical attraction to her. right?
'Cause that's what you do. Right?
Yeah.
You approach someone.
You
about
approach.
your
No.
physical
I just had no confidence.
attraction.
I didn't
Your
know
words.
what
I
to
like
do.
Your words.
You're coming out of a shell. I didn't know how to survive in the world outside of that shell, and so we went to this party. My friend had a video camera, and it was just like, we'll just do it like a Girls Gone Wild. Only I'll go up and kind of lean in like I'm gonna kiss girls,
Yeah.
and whoever leans back in will just act like we're filming some sketch or something like that. I went around to every girl, and they all instinctually, just with a camera in their face, and with someone leaning in like that, they all leaned in for a kiss, and it was really weird. But I saved the actual kiss for the last, which was the girls leaning in.
I remember I had like a competition with some friends in high school, like see who could kiss the most girls in a day, and that was the only way I could get girls to kiss me was like if they knew.
I remember
Tell them that you were
competition.
part of a competition.
Yeah,
Having
yeah.
a competition.
Listen, I'm gonna get murdered.
Well, I remember there was.
Yeah.
If I don't get my doctor told me that if I don't get a
He's
blowjob
gonna-
by the end of the day, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
That would be a good for the next Saw movie. It's just people who have to.
They have to get somebody to give them a blowjob. So
blowjobs.
I
and
remember,
it's like, no, I will die, and they're like, there's no medical condition.
I'm
that's
hooked up to this
cured
thing
by
that
that.
rips
It's
my
like, no,
body
the
apart.
guy's gonna make my head explode.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
kill myself.
Don't you see that I'm hooked up to these chains?
That's a
and
good
hooks?
idea for a movie.
What?
That like it's like
We'll call it
where-
Jaw. 'Cause
no, where a guy
blowjob.
has to. He's got a like a bomb collar on, and he's got to fucking get a blowjob by saying, "If you don't blow me, I'm gonna die."
Yeah.
Maybe it's not a good idea for a movie.
No, it'd be like, what would it be? Just as
Well, 30 minutes or less, but with blowjobs.
Yeah, we'll get Aziz Ansari to scream at the camera.
I remember being talking to my friends. I was in high school, and my friend was like trying to calculate how many girls he had made out with, and he came up with a big long list of people, and he was like, "How about you?" And I
Was Shirley on it?
It better wait.
How many of those people were wearing jean shorts?
He did say Shirley. I didn't ask if it was my mom though. That motherfucker. No, I just remember him and my other friend coming up with like a hefty list. Not because they were fat, but
hefty list.
I
keep a hefty list.
I was like a
No girl
sophomore.
under 175.
I was like a sophomore, junior in high school, and I only had like 2 people on the list, and I was like, I'm a loser. So then, like my next year, my whole goal was just to like French a bunch of ladies, and I French a bunch of ladies.
French a bunch of ladies.
I did, bro.
That's another T-shirt idea. I Frenched,
Frenched
a bunch of ladies. With like kind of the Rolling Stones tongue thing,
The
but a
tongue coming
different,
out. It's brilliant.
like with the mouth closed
I
more.
Frenched a bunch of ladies.
That's a great T-shirt. idea. I could make that.
Make it.
Do it.
Make it.
Do it.
Bone Zone.
We're waiting.
There we go.
That's the first Bone Zone
Bone
T-shirt.
Zone gear.
I Frenched a bunch of
Frenched
ladies.
a bunch of ladies.
People would wear that, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
People
I
wear
know.
whatever.
People are idiots.
A lot of people wear that fucking the UFC shit. I've noticed since doing a show with Rogan
Yeah.
and being around that UFC stuff. Now when I'm out and about in regular life,
You notice it more.
so many people are wearing like all those crazy designs with like skulls and like old English writing and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
Yeah.
that's a whole thing. That's like a huge thing.
Yeah.
Everybody's wearing that.
Do you hear that?
We should start wearing that.
Oh, you're right.
We should.
It would help us get some
We
puss.
really should.
Help
no,
us get
not
some
to get
puss,
pussy, just
bruh.
to like see what it's like.
I'm not very muscular.
Yeah, it
but
changes you.
Yeah, you kind of have to be in good shape.
You change. Yeah.
Because
Just to wear t-shirts
it
in
highlights-
general.
those
Totally
shirts-
out of shape. What if I wore the most totally like
You should.
like
Actually, Davey wearing
somebody who looks like he's
Both of us.
obsessed with
All of us,
exercise? Like we're
actually.
obsessed with exercise, but we're just the most out of shape people.
We should wear
we go to the
Headbands.
gym. That would be a good
wear
like
Under
video to
Armour,
make.
Under Armour
Yeah.
shirts.
Yeah.
We go to a gym dressed head to toe in that fucking shit, hats and everything, and even chains and like.
And when
big
we're
watches.
exercising, we just complain the whole time. We're like, no!
we just go on 3 treadmills in
Oh,
a
you just-
row, and we only walk like 2.5 miles an
we
hour.
walk slow.
But you act-
and we're on our
talking on our
phones.
cell phones.
Yeah, we're on our phones talking to our girls.
I
Or
say,
no, we're ordering dinner. We're ordering takeout.
showing
for like,
each other pictures of last night's dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you act like you fucking killing it though. You're like, we're
Yeah.
fucking amazing.
Well, we do it for
on
an
this
hour.
machine.
Best shape
Annoy
of my
everyone.
life.
This is too easy.
Yeah.
I
Why do
work
people
out
complain
all
about
the
this?
time.
Why do people complain about this? America's so fat.
Yeah, fucking.
We're doing it.
Or you
We
just
should
like
do
strike
that.
up a
That's a
conversation
good
with a
video.
strong guy.
Yeah,
Be
yeah.
like, we get it.
Ask him how many times a week he goes to the gym. He'll be like, oh, like 5 days a week. Or like ask him how many times and how many hours he does, and we'll be like, yeah, we do more.
We do more.
Treadmill.
Or less. Either way, I look better than you.
Yeah.
Or
take a
not
poll.
even. Maybe we're like,
take a poll.
why do you look better than us? Because we're at the
What
gym
are
as much as you.
What are you doing that I'm not?
yeah.
Is it that machine? How many of those weights are you putting on it? That's a lot of weights.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick to the treadmill.
Ooh. I
I
never.
just like bob around in a pool. If you go to a big gym that has a pool, you just bob around in there.
I just go into the
Bob
sauna.
around.
I'll just be in the steam
Just
room.
like, but bob around.
You just bob around. You got those like inflatable weights, and you just fucking bob around.
Oh yeah, we have the child inflatable, like the duck thing, the little things.
People,
with the duck coming out.
people are swimming laps around me.
Just put yourself in. Sit
I'm like
still
a
and
buoy.
float.
Yeah.
Like a buoy.
This
I
is
can't swim. Yeah.
I don't let people know they're in the middle of the pool.
This is the middle.
Yeah.
Halfway there.
Now.
You're running.
Halfway there.
You're doing good. You're doing good.
All right, I think I really do have to go to bed.
Well, this wasn't a podcast.
Yeah.
It was a nice conversation.
It was just guy talk.
Do you wanna
Maybe
just,
that's our piggyback podcast.
Yeah, guy talk.
Guy talk.
Yes.
Locker room.
There's probably already 17
What's it called?
guy talk.
Debriefing. Or cool down. Cool down
Debriefing.
at the
And-
bone zone. Cool down in the bone
And the
zone.
GIF logo will be you pulling down my briefs.
Debrief. No, let's call it cool down. Cool down in the bone
Or
zone.
something like,
Too drunk to leave.
or I have to sleep here tonight.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it could be called.
Yeah. Crashing. Crashing in the bone zone.
Something about like losing your boner.
Yeah. Oh yeah, refractory period. We'll call it refraction.
My pants fit normal. We'll call it.
The flaccid hour.
We'll call it soft talk. Soft talk in the bones.
Soft on.
Softening up.
Softening up.
Solid soft
Softening
on.
up with the bone zone.
Yeah.
Softening up with the bone zone.
Yeah. Softening up after the bone zone.
How about just like squishy dick?
Post bone
Soft.
soft talk.
Warm cock.
Yeah. Yeah. When
Handsome penis.
it's a penis.
It's a
Non-threatening. I don't know. Pillow talk. We could call it pillow talk. Is that after? Yeah, pillow talk with in the bone zone.
Or we could just call it the bone zone.
Yeah. We could just call it B2.
Zoned.
Post-coital.
B2. B2 vitamins.
Stepping out. The walk of shame out of the bone zone.
Walk of shame.
The walk of shame.
That's good. The bone zone's walk of shame. Talk of shame. The bone zone's talk of shame.
Taco shame.
Oh, taco shame.
Taco shame.
I think we did it.
And then we eat tacos.
Sponsored by Carl's Jr. Taco shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need some sponsors.
Wait, was this live? Did this go live?
Is this live?
Yeah.
No one's
So you have
watching.
me smoking cigarettes and everything? No one's watching though, right?
Not really. I didn't say anything.
Are there? Can you tell if there are people watching?
14.
There are 14 people watching this.
Hey, you guys are awesome.
Wow.
Dude, that's more friends than I have in real life.
Everybody start
Wanna
everybody
hang out?
start
Where are ya?
jacking off right now and let's see who beats the other person and you tweet in.
Yeah,
you tweet in when you come.
Hashtag Bone Zone.
Tweet in whatever buttons you can smash.
Bone zone cum test.
Smash.
It's the cum test.
Has anybody tweeted about it?
No, I don't think so. I've been looking.
Remember these Laffy Taffies?
Neil Mahoney, you tweet in.
Neil Mahoney, you son of a gun.
I love Neil Mahoney.
Doesn't change.
Do you have
this.
something weird about you smoking on camera? Like
I
a-
don't know.
30s thing.
Last
No,
thing
it's
I
all right.
have
I guess I'm not comfortable with the darker aspects of my personality.
looking like a badass.
Well, no, like I like having that like smoking and drinking as part of your personality seems a little. Even though that's kind of my personality, I guess.
Yeah, I mean that's who you are.
I guess I just have to.
You
accept who
smoke,
I
you
am.
drink.
Stop running away from yourself.
Yeah. I have to explain who I am to my family at
Yeah, I don't know.
the holidays
smoking
this
is
year.
just so dumb.
You have to explain to them who you are because they
Yeah.
forgot who you are.
No,
You're like, I'm
it's
your
just
son. You fucking.
it's
parents.
just like they haven't been exposed to anything about who I really am for a long while. And
Well,
then
there's-
on
Are you
Facebook,
coming out of the closet
They should
to
just
us
listen
right
to this.
now?
no, on Facebook they started posting those Red Shoe Diary spoof videos that I've made.
Your
So my
parents are posting them.
family have seen this. No, my brother has
Oh,
seen him.
they.
Guaranteed, my
Okay.
parents have seen him because my mom insisted on being my Facebook. I don't know how to say no to people who are just like, please
Yeah.
be my
You need
Facebook
a fake
friend."
Facebook for one, for family and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I mean, like, so I'm
I
sure
have
that
to
they've
do that
seen some
too.
stuff where they're gonna be like, what's this stuff that you're like? They don't, they've never heard me
Well,
swear.
you think
they've
about it,
never
like
seen
my
me-
grandma is my Facebook friend, but I know she has like 12 friends, so everything I say is on her page for
Yeah.
a long time.
Yeah, and there were a couple times that I think I posted weird things on your Facebook, and then I felt bad.
I don't. I mean, I don't hold back. I don't care. My grandma would just be like, "You're." My last thing my grandma told me was like, because I told her that I like got a really small part in a movie, and she was so happy for me, and she's like, "You would make a real good cowboy.
Yeah, you
You'd
would
be a
man.
nice tall cowboy." She was so like proud of me. So
You
like,
should dress like a cowboy from now on.
Oh yeah,
you got it.
You
I have a
should,
pair
though,
of
for
boots. I
real.
have a pair of boots in Oregon. I'm going back for Christmas. I'll bring them back. They're fucking awesome
Do it.
boots. Yeah. All right.
Maybe
I am a cowboy from now on.
we
Take
should
care.
do that one video.
man on the street. What? Oh, the
The
exercise.
workout one.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's another good idea too. Oh, the cheaters thing.
Well, the
but that
cheater-
is kind of an X factor.
Cheaters,
If you're
JK.
fucking with people just living their lives.
Yeah. We could do it at comedy shows, though. I mean, people expect shenanigans.
You could do it so it's all fake
Yeah.
and just like not deny the fact that it's fake. You know, it could be clear that everyone's an actor. And
The
it'll still be
14 of
funny.
you listening
Yeah.
to this right now, don't tell people that it's going to be totally fake.
Nobody. If one of you is Jerry Bruckheimer, don't turn anything we said into a movie.
Yeah. Don't
Unless
turn
you
it
cut us
into-
in.
Yeah.
Some of the action. We'll sign contracts.
It's a movie and it's all about Davey fucking.
It's all about the doctor who makes millions of dollars a year from putting rods in girls' backs after Davey plows the shit out of them. Like they're in cahoots. Like the
doctor-
doctor's like, go fuck that girl.
It's a doctor.
I
Yeah.
need more business.
The
I need you
doctor-
to fuck more
Yes,
girls.
nah,
He buys
Break their
uh,
spines.
he buys
Yeah.
bus stop ads right next to Davey's house.
I'm just into hard fucking, bros.
Yeah, it's really
just
cool.
fuck hard, man.
Every Sunday morning, there's an ambulance in front of Davey's
Just
apartment,
waiting, a bunch of-
wheeling a girl out.
And there's all these lawyers waiting.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's one of those class
The
action
rod
lawsuits.
doctor.
Yeah, class action lawsuits against my dick.
Not against Davey though.
Yeah,
just Davey's
this is
dong.
my dong. My dong can't provide the legal fees necessary for
Do they
this
do-
trial, so.
They do like dick lineups. Do they do that?
Oh, mine would be totally noticeable.
Well, because like probably on picture, but
Which one looks like it's been masturbated the most?
Yeah, no, that'd be cheating. Based just on looks.
It's a dick
It's just like
lineup.
it's like 10 dudes standing next to each other with their dicks out,
You see, I'm just thinking dicks.
and there's like a
Like
little
through a
kid
hole in the
or
wall
like
or
like
something.
a sad girl
Yeah.
who's like, they all look terrible.
There's yeah, there's plenty of rest stops across the Midwest that have dick lineups in them.
What are you talking
That's-
about? Glory holes?
No, that's the truth. Yeah, Gloria.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never seen a glory hole in real life.
Really? There's lots
And
of.
I've been in a lot of truck stops and everything.
Was there a park in your hometowns? Well, I had a small
Yeah.
hometown. Was there a park that was used by
I mean, it was Philadelphia. Everybody was blowing everybody wherever you wanted.
There was
probably Fairmount Park or something.
There was an alienated homosexual community in my hometown, so that
they were killed by aliens.
And there was no gay bar. There was no place they could go because it's freaking,
no Mexicans stole their jobs.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean it's like Nebraska. You come out there.
You guys would fucking go to the park to suck dicks, and there'd be some Mexican guy doing it for half the price.
Yeah.
He's like, "Fuck, you're alienating me, man."
Sorry, I just love words.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Davey.
No, it's a park that literally was the only place because there was no gay bar. You couldn't be really out in the town, so there was a park that was generally used for sexual activities for homosexuals at night, and it was known for that. And people I remember as a high school kid, people would be like, "We're gonna go over to this park. We're gonna go sneak up on people and honk the horn and stuff. It's gonna be so funny." And police would pull people over and tell them just leave them alone.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But it was literally a gathering place that was a safe haven. It was a safe haven to be out because there was no really other place to be out within the town.
Except in the park.
And meet other people because it was kind of it's changed since then. Definitely.
How's it changed?
I don't know. Since
you have a different bush you hang out
behind? The city closed down the park.
Since my brother's...
It was too filthy.
Since my brother's been out, I've noticed that there's a lot more out people.
Flood.
Yeah.
A jizz flood washed the park away.
It was a jizz earthquake.
The river's really risen this year. Jizz lake.
Jizz earthquake.
A jizzquake.
Jizzquake.
Too many guys cummed at the same time.
We should plan all the
It was like a tsunami of jizz.
Yeah. You should get people all over the globe.
It's a very slow. It's like lava, pretty much. It's a slow flow.
yeah.
It's a pretty viscous.
Erosion.
Yeah, it's basically
We're gonna create a
tsunami of cottage cheese coming your way.
Oh, cottage cheese.
I mean, after a while, it's gonna start to coagulate, right?
I don't know.
If you're just really slow, I guess. It takes you a really, really long time just to do an average one.
We should get what was it? The Hands Across America, people holding hands. We should get a Gays Across America just to have a big jizz line to just try to fucking come.
Why not just
in one straight line all across America?
Were you guys old enough? You were too young for Hands Across America.
I think it was when I was really young. I remember it.
I don't remember it.
I was pretty young.
Were you part of it? Did you participate in? I never did.
They did it in Philadelphia, but it was all bro. Even as a 10-year-old kid or whatever I was when it happened, I was like, this is bullshit. It's not going across.
No one's gonna reach across.
There were people it was breaking apart in places and then people were trying to cross a street and we were with people. It's but the rest of the people were back
fucking
there.
City bus just plows through.
Pretty
a bunch
much,
of kids.
yeah. It was in a busy fucking place in Philadelphia and cars were whizzing by. But I was pretty young. How old are you?
32.
Oh, you're not. Oh, how old are you, Randy?
28.
All right.
How old are you?
38.
38?
I had an app that tells me how old I am, but I remember now because of the app.
It's a calendar.
But next year I'm fucking screwed.
How much do you have to pay for it?
Oh yeah, it's monthly.
Really? $6 a month?
Yeah, it's like Netflix.
But it tells you up to date any
by the second.
You're 10 months away from me.
This app is always working. Right now it's clicking seconds. I mean, I guess a clock does that. But
it gives you an alert every second.
If you want to.
Now.
There's some settings.
28 still.
I receive a text message every 30 seconds. And that's how I remember.
I'm getting so old, guys.
And then there's there's two options: is your age and then the temporary, which I've put my girlfriend's in, so I know her birthday. She's 14. My girlfriend.
Oh, man, my girlfriend's older than I am.
How old is she?
36.
That's too old.
For me? For you?
For everyone.
My mom is 36, dude.
Shirley looks good.
I remember, when I was young.
Thanks, dude. I mean, I will accept that compliment on behalf of my mother. Thank you a lot.
Did you tell your mom about this podcast?
I haven't.
My parents.
But she did text me a month ago and saying someone at my work found a podcast that you were on. It was some podcast I did a couple years ago or something, and she's like, "How do I find it?" And I was like, "I don't fucking know." Like how you find every other podcast. Ask her.
Google it, Mom.
Google my name.
Get a
Yeah.
clue, Shirley.
But it's like if all of her people that she works with start listening to this podcast, this one's a little more like we're all like opening up. Like
we're,
if I
we're
go to
like real and racy.
well, if I
like,
go to some dude's house
like-
and like I'm just like recording a podcast with two people I don't know that well, I'm not gonna be like jizz, jizz, jizz. Whereas here we've already like addressed that we talk like that.
Yeah. Well, it's real talk with real guys.
Real talk with the real guys. Bone Zone. Real talk with the real men.
What was my t-shirt idea
Forget.
specifically?
Tweet us.
Something about Frenching. I Frenched a lot of ladies.
I Frenched a lot of ladies.
Is that it?
I've Frenched. I
Have Frenched a
no,
lot of
not I
ladies.
have.
I've
Well, I guess there's no way to know because this isn't being recorded.
Ivan Frenched a lot of
I
ladies.
Frenched a lot of
I
ladies.
Frenched a lot of ladies.
I Frenched a lot of ladies in the Bone Zone.
I Frenched a lot of ladies.
Yeah, it seemed a lot more exciting before.
Yeah, I'm sick of that shit. I'm gonna
Yeah.
let's make the shirt, but then let's throw
We'll
them
make
all
it
away.
very limited edition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
10 larges.
yeah, and one
That's
double
it.
extra large, but you have to charge more for it.
Yeah.
I know that one firsthand.
Do you wear double X still?
No, I'm on my way back there though.
Yeah, I've put on.
I made a little bit of more money this year, so I can afford it. So I'm gaining the weight back.
Just so you can afford the extra.
I can afford the
$2.
clothes. I can afford the extra fabric.
So sad.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, and the logos look smaller. You buy a shirt and there's just a little tiny word on it. It's bullshit. Yeah, fucking like I love New York. But people are like, what the fuck does that say? In comparison,
really close.
that says nothing.
Yeah, it's like one of those illusions.
There's a lot
like,
more real estate
like how-
around it.
Yeah, it's like how the moon doesn't lose its size, but it looks so much bigger at the horizon because you have something to compare it to. But when you have this vast amount of space,
Yeah, you could put all sorts of cities on
it's
that
a
shirt.
tiny looking thing.
I really do
Maybe
need to
that
go
could
to
be
bed.
like a side business, is selling the real estate around, like on double XL.
Yeah.
I Heart New York shirts.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's like, well, there's room for 3 other cities.
For the
Yeah.
boroughs, you sell the boroughs. You're like, you can.
All right, yeah.
I have to
All
go
right.
to bed.
It's bedtime. This is
bedtime.
After Hours.
After Hours with the Bone Zone.
This is the Bone Zone Come Down.
Don't come down.
Come down and come down.
Pillow Talk with the Bone Zone.
How
Refractory.
long was that?
You want me to stop it?